Prince Charles and Camilla have praised the remarkable ingenuity of scientists and NHS workers in the rollout of the coronavirus vaccine on the anniversary of the first jab being given, in a plea for others to get immunized. In a joint statement, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall said the mass vaccination program started last year was an extraordinary achievement. They urged the public to get vaccinated and take up the booster, as we have done ourselves. They noted that people who are unvaccinated are at least 10 times more likely to be hospitalized or die than the double-jabbed. On December 8 last year, 90-year-old Margaret Keenan received the first Pfizer vaccine for the UK public at University Hospital in Coventry, administered by matron May Parsons. Since then, nearly 120 million doses have been administered across the UK. The Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall remarked a year on, "It is the most enormous tribute to the remarkable ingenuity and determination of everyone involved that, 1 year after the first COVID-19 vaccination, more than 100 million doses have now been delivered. We can only offer our most heartfelt thanks and congratulations to all the scientists, volunteers and workers across the NHS who have helped bring about this extraordinary achievement. And to all those who have not yet had the vaccine, or are hesitating before getting a booster, we can only urge you to look at the evidence in our intensive care wards and listen to those who work there. People who are unvaccinated are at least 10 times more likely to be hospitalized or die than those who have had 2 vaccine doses. That is why we urge everyone to get vaccinated and to take up the booster, as we have done ourselves." Charles and Camilla received their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine in February this year. They were inoculated against the virus after the Queen and the late Prince Philip in January. Prince Charles was one of the first high-profile figures to test positive for the virus in spring 2020, though he said at the time he only experienced mild symptoms. The UK is now in the midst of rolling out the third booster jab. The booster was originally intended to protect the vulnerable through the winter, but concerns about the new Omicron have seen the government open it up to all adults. It's said that every adult would be offered a booster shot by the end of January. Around 21 million third doses and booster jabs have been given so far. On the anniversary of the first coronavirus vaccine being given, Boris Johnson said, "Since the first jab was delivered 1 year ago today, our phenomenal vaccine rollout has saved hundreds of thousands of lives and given us the best possible protection against COVID-19. So many people have been involved in this national vaccination effort, including our brilliant NHS staff, pharmacists, the military, the thousands of volunteers who dedicated themselves to the rollout, the incredible scientists, researchers and their teams who developed these life-saving vaccinations, and crucially every single one of you who has taken up the offer of a jab with such enthusiasm. Our fight against the virus is not over yet. But vaccines remain our first and best line of defense against the virus, so the best way to continue to protect yourself and your loved ones is to get behind the vaccine program and get boosted as soon as you're eligible." Health Secretary Sajid Javid echoed the royal remarks, stating that it was absolutely crucial everybody comes forward for their vaccines and booster jabs as soon as you are eligible so we can strengthen our wall of defense against COVID-19. And enjoy Christmas safely with our families and loved ones this year. Soon after the first COVID-19 vaccine was administered last year, the Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall visited a vaccine clinic at the Gloucestershire Royal Hospital. They have since made similar trips to vaccine clinics to give their moral support to workers and volunteers.